Today we're doing two MLB player props here on PrizePicks for Wednesday, August 7th. We got some morning games here on the MLB slate, but I'm targeting here the afternoon, night games, wherever you are in the country. Before I get started, you guys, check the link in the description below of this video. Premium Discord, $9.30 per month. It comes out to 31 cents per day, in my opinion. An elite value, and again, if you compare my Discord to other Discords, as far as price goes, I feel like you can't beat the value, in my opinion, at least. So again, link in the description below for that. Obviously, with NFL season coming up, we went crazy last year at NFL season. Yeah, I mean, MLB, NBA, all sports, esports, all in the Discord. So link in the description below for that. I also mentioned I'm not a gambling expert. This is not financial advice. Simply plays I'm personally looking at making, hopefully giving you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player prop decisions here. But yeah, let's get into it. Like I said, pretty massive MLB slate overall. We got morning games here, early morning games, mid-afternoon games, and then night games here. But nonetheless, two player props that I am targeting. In this one, let's not waste your time. Let's get right into it. First one I am targeting is going to be Elly De La Cruz. I like his over 9 hitter fantasy score. He's just been super red hot as of late versus right-handers. And again, for fantasy score, it's like whenever I see Elly De La Cruz's hits, runs, plus RBIs, and the fantasy score is under 10, I always lean towards fantasy score because of those stolen bases, you guys. A stolen base is 5 fantasy points. Okay, so Elly De La Cruz, he gets on base with a walk, right? Say he gets walked, he steals a base and then scores a run. He hits the over on this line, right? Or yeah, he will hit the over on this line, or he'll push. Sorry, he'll push at 9. But nonetheless, Elly De La Cruz here. We look at this matchup, Miami versus Cincinnati. This is a road game for Cincinnati, and where's this game at? Obviously in a dome stadium, so weather's not going to be an issue. There are some games today that are going to have some weather issues here. But Elly De La Cruz hitting in that 2-hole. We look at some splits for Elly. Like versus right-handers, the splits are crazy different. He bats 295 versus righties compared to 215 versus lefties. He also has better splits on the road as well. 276 on the road compared to 260 at home. And even going back to last season, he struggled against lefties, but did very, very well. I guess 255 last season is not that great versus righties, but he's really played well as of late versus right-handers. Now, we look over on Outlier. Again, Outlier is a research betting tool, you guys, that I do use every single day. They have an elite mobile app. I would highly recommend if you're on an iPhone or Android to check out the mobile app. The mobile app's great. I use the mobile app every day. There's a link in the description below. You get a 7-day free trial with Outlier, you guys, with the link in the description. But we look at Elly De La Cruz here. 11 of his last 20 games, right, on the over on this line. I can't filter this by right-handers, so we're going to go to hits, runs, plus RBIs because, again, on Outlier, you can filter it to right-handers. He's over in 9 of his last 20 games, hits, runs, plus RBIs. We go to right-handers, he's over in 12 of 20, okay? So it's a pretty safe bet, given Elly De La Cruz upside on the base paths, that if he goes over 1.5 hits, runs, plus RBIs, he's probably going to get close to, if not clear, his fantasy score, right? But just look at this matchup, okay? Versus right-handers, he's batting 295, 156.3 WRC plus, right? He's facing Valente Belozo, who is a young pitcher. He's made about 3 or 4 starts so far this season, right? Belozo, right, throws the fastball 41.9% of the time. Elly hits that .390. He throws the cutter 23.3% of the time, and Elly hits that 501 WOBA. 501 WOBA and 390 WOBA against Valente Belozo's top 2 pitches. All right. Valente Belozo, like I said, a young pitcher, has made, I think, about 3 starts so far this season. Barrel rate right here, super poor barrel rate, you guys. 7.5. Hard hit percentage, 47.5. And we look at Elly De La Cruz. Since July 1st, versus right-handers, he's got the 4th highest batting average in baseball. Right, he's batting 418 versus right-handers since July 1st. 418. WRC plus, he's got the 4th highest WRC plus. OPS, 4th highest OPS. ISO, 11th highest. Any major offensive statistical category, Elly's up there. 5th highest slugging percentage. And again, he's striking out 26.3% at the time, but I mean, it's just given Elly De La Cruz and his upside offensively, you have to take the strikeouts with him. And again, he's hitting second in that order. It should be just a ton of upside to him. And look at batted balls as well. Hard hit percentage, Elly De La Cruz, I think I did him right here. 44.7% hard hit percentage as well versus right-handers since July 1st. So again, all that in consideration, he's just been on fire, you guys. I think it's a great spot. I mean, if we just look at Elly De La Cruz, he's over in 12 of his last 20 versus righties. As far as hits, runs plus RBIs go, I mean, strong chance he's over at 12 of his last 20 fitter fantasy score. I like this spot a lot here. Obviously, elite upside to steal a base as well. Stolen bases, he's plus 125 to steal a base, but I mean, he stole a base in 8 of his last 20 games versus righties, 11 of his last 20. So obviously, it benefits him more stealing against right-handers because their back is turned towards the first base path. But again, nonetheless, I like Elly De La Cruz over 9 hitter fantasy. Second player is, again, high fantasy score line, but just the lead upside is Shohei at 9.5. Again, both these players are going to have all the opportunity in the world to clear this line. We look at Shohei in this matchup versus Tyler Phillips. Right, again, we got to go to hits, runs plus RBIs. Tyler Phillips, right-handed pitcher, he got raked last week against the Seattle Mariners. But Shohei is over 9 of his last 20 versus righties, but this line again is at 2.5. Shohei also has some stolen base upside as well. We look at stolen bases. Shohei does have a stolen base in 8 of his last 20, and 10 of his last 20 versus right-handed pitchers. So again, if Shohei can steal a base, this line is way too low in my opinion. But obviously, Shohei splits all benefit him here. But something I found interesting is that, again, this is Outlier, you guys. The tools on Outlier are absolutely elite. You can do stuff like this, check stuff like this out. Tyler Phillips throws the slider 34.3% of the time. Shohei, it's that .498 WOBA, right? Slider, sinker, fastball are his top 3 pitches, okay? Shohei, .498 WOBA against the slider, .485 against the sinker, and .455 against the fastball. Let's just say he throws the curve, .338. So his top 3 pitches that he throws, over 75% of the time, Shohei hits .498 WOBA, .485 WOBA, and .455 WOBA. Okay, so we look at some splits for Shohei again. All benefit him here. Versus right-handers, 319 at home. Versus right-handers, 319 at home, 315. So this is a home game versus a right-handed pitcher. We look at Shohei since June 1st at home versus righties. He has the fourth highest OPS in baseball versus right-handers at home, which again shouldn't surprise anybody. And then batted balls here as well. Hard hit balls, 6th highest, 51.4% hard hit percentage versus right-handed pitchers at home. And we go to Tyler Phillips here. Look at his hard hit percentage is pretty middle of the pack as far as MLB percentile rankings, but barrel percentage, you guys, 14.3 barrel percentage, super poor. So he's just allowing a ton of barrels, right? Just a ton of barrels here. Tyler Phillips was giving up, and we know Shohei Ohtani, I think he's like second in baseball over his last 100 swings as far as barrels, right? So he just absolutely, if he connects, he should be able to connect for an elite hit, essentially, versus Tyler Phillips. And then, again, just last week, Tyler Phillips versus Seattle, right, who one would consider not a very strong offense. He gave up 5 hits, 8 earned runs in 1.2 innings of work, okay? So this isn't a super elite pitcher. It's a right-handed pitcher. I think the Dodgers, and I think this game overall is pretty high scoring with Gavin Stone has been struggling as of late as well. Hopefully, I don't know, we'll see, but I love Shohei here hitting at the top of the lineup. We'll see minimum 4, maybe 5 ABs. So 2 points for this YouTube video, you guys. Please drop a like on this video and hit that subscribe button. And as always, you guys have a great day.